This is the first resurrection.
This is where you want to be right here. In the first resurrection. Why? Go ahead.
Blessed and holy is he that has part in the first resurrection.
He said, blessed and holy is he to take part in the first resurrection. Why?
On such, the second death has no power.
You ain't gonna die no more. You in the first resurrection, you ain't gonna die no more. The ones that God. Now you're gonna have flesh and blood people who gonna be in the first resurrection. But if you making that elite class of being God, you ain't dying no more. Because he said what? My child shall die of 100. So he's not talking about the whole, all the people that's in that first resurrection that are not. He's talking about the flesh and blood that's going to be in there. He's talking about the gods. The gods right there, they ain't going to die no more. They ain't going to have no power. Exactly. Go ahead.
But they shall be priests of God and of Christ, and shall reign with him 1,000 years.
Because God got to have some elite people to help him run this earth. You want to be God at this time. You want to be. I want to be. Go ahead.
And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
All this is leading up to the 8th day. This is like a summary of everything. Coming down from Satan, 1,000 years, and he destroying death. Everything coming up to the 8th day right here in this chapter, Revelation chapter 20. Go ahead.
And shall go out to deceive the nations.
So Satan is loose now. He let him out before the 1,000 years was up. He loose. He going out to deceive the nations. Go ahead.
Which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea.
See how it's so many people that he going to persuade. That's why God had to put him under the chains of darkness, because this cat is the most beautiful thing you ever can see. He was beautiful. He persuasive. Now, if you can fool a third angel from God out of heaven, you powerful. You very powerful. So it's going to be up to you to be in the right place, in the right state of mind at this time. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And they went up on the breadth of the earth, and compassed the camp of the saints about, in the beloved city, and fire came down from God out of heaven, and devoured them. In
the twinkling of an eye, God called fire down here. This cat got so many people that come up to Jerusalem to try to take the city.
That's right.
And God said, okay, I'm going to let y'all think y'all go in. And poof, fire came down here and destroyed them all. But he gonna lift them back up, though. That's what's so powerful about this God. He'll kill you and he'll wake you back up and kill you again. Go ahead, brother. He gonna show you here.
And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone.
Verse you at 10.
Verse 10. Yes.
Verse 10. Go ahead.
And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophets are.
Yes, sir.
And shall be tormented day and night forever and ever.
So the devil gonna get in the lake of fire after the beast and the false prophet. The beast and false prophet have been burning for over 999.9 years. They've been burning for a while. And now the devil here now. Go ahead.
And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away.
Yes, sir.
And there was found no place for them.
Here come the great white throne judgment. Remember what I said? He'll kill you, wake you back up again? Here it is. Go ahead.
And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God, and the books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead was judged out of those things which was written in the books, according to their works.
What book are you talking about? This right here, what we reading now.
Amen.
Everything that's in this book, we're going to be judged by it. He's going to tell in Leviticus chapter 23. He's going to see, oh, did you keep the holiday? No, I ain't keep them, Lord. I thought that was the Jew. All right, strike one. No, did you build a booth? No, I built a Christmas tree, strike three. Did you keep, what's the Passover? No, I kept Easter because you were resurrected on Easter Day. Man, get in the lake of fire. He got no time for that. He gonna judge us off everything that is written in this Bible, all the laws, everything. See how we kept it, all of them. And he said, the book of life. Go ahead.
the book of life, and the dead was judged out of those things which was written in the books according to their work.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And the sea gave up the dead which was in it.
So all the people that was in the dead, in the sea, decomposed, came to sand, they down in the sea. All the people that fell in there, he gonna somehow bring them all back up in their bodies. Bring them all back up. You're gonna see them coming out the sea. Because they got to get judged. And these people that we hear gonna be sitting on thrones. They got to help them judge. Go ahead.
And death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they was judged every man according to their works.
What do you mean death and hell? The grave.
That's right.
The grave delivered them up. The ones that was buried. Hell is another thing for Sheol, which is grave. You got 3 different meanings of hell in the Bible now: a condition, the lake of fire, and the grave. You got to put in this proper. You got to put in this proper place.
That's right.
It delivered up them. Go ahead.
And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire.
So he said, death and hell were cast in the lake of fire, meaning that when Jesus said everything must be subdued, there won't be no more dying, he gonna make sure nobody dies at this time, because you're gonna be in spirit form. Everybody. You're gonna be in spirit form. Whatever that form is in the lake of fire, you ain't gonna die. In the spirit form, when the Father come down, you ain't gonna die. So he gonna put this in the lake of fire. No more dying no more. That's what it means by death and hell will cast in the lake of fire. Ain't nobody gonna dig no hole and bury nobody no more. Nobody's dying no more. Nobody. And this is what?
This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire.
So Jesus has subdued the earth for the Father. Now here comes the 8th day. This is why we're here today. Jesus got everything right for him. The judgment done happened. He done sealed up death when nobody's dying no more. Now the Father said, okay, I can step on the earth now. This is my day, the 8th day. Amen. Revelation chapter 21, verse 1. Go ahead.
And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth was passed away, and there was no more sea.
Wait a minute, no more sea? So you can't drink no more water? You God now. You ain't got no need for no more sea. Everything gonna be new. Everything. This is the 8th day right here. This is why we're here, to show God and show Jesus that we understand. We understand what's about to go down. Go ahead.
And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Wait a minute, I thought they said my grandma was up in the New Jerusalem walking around on the streets of gold.
That's what they say.
At the funeral, this is not Sister So-and-so. She had made her homecoming to heaven. And where she gonna walk on the streets of gold forever. She looking down on me. But Jesus said, look, right here, that kingdom coming down here.
Wow.
It's coming down here. You ain't going up there. I'm not going up there. But what that kingdom called? Go ahead.
And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of God is with me.
Well, behold, the tabernacle. That's why it's so important for us to keep the Feast of Tabernacle, to understand that the tabernacle is with God. His holy tabernacle. He got to fill it up. And Jesus had made everything ready for him to bring all the saints inside of the kingdom, the ones that made it. This the cut right here. It's like making a team. This team called God. Not the Baltimore Ravens, not the Lakers. This right here is the God team.
Come on, bro.
You want to make this team.
Come on.
I've been cut from a team. It didn't feel good. I don't want to be cut from this one. I want to make this one. Go ahead, brother. Read 3 again.
And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of God is with me, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them, and be their God.
This is when God, the Father, going to meet the creation for the very first time, face to face. This is what the 8th day is about. That first scripture I read in John chapter 5, he said, the Father, you have never seen his shape or heard his voice at any time. He said, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them. How you going to heaven? When he breaking the tabernacle to earth? This is the first time. This is why the 8th day is so important, that you understand that he's coming to meet his creation. Go ahead.
And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
I wonder why they crying. Because they seen mama, uncle, sister, brother, didn't make it. They seen daughter, granddaughter, nephew, all of them didn't make it. And they crying. But God said, I ain't going to have that now. He going to wipe all that away. He going to wipe it away. He'll tell you, here, go ahead.
And there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things have passed away.
I mean, I'm not even bringing that in my kingdom. You ain't going to remember grandma that didn't make it. You ain't going to remember granddad and all that people that didn't make it. Friends, family didn't make it, sisters. You don't remember that.
That's right.
He said, let's start in verse 4. He said, God shall wipe away all your tears. All tears from your eyes. There shall be no more death. You're going to get rid of all that. Everybody God now. Everybody. God of families. And this is what the 8th day is going to bring. Keep going.
Verse 5. And he that sat up on the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful.
He said, I make all things new. So everything that we know in this world is not going to exist in the 8th day. It's going to be different. It's going to be different. We're going to have a new language. We're going to have new everything. Different. Keep going.
And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of water of life freely.
Who's the Alpha and Omega?
Jesus.
Jesus. He said, I'm the one who gave you these feasts. I'm giving you water that athirst, meaning the word of God. So you can make it in the 8th day. You can make it. I'm giving you this now. Give me your fair chance. It's an open book test. All you got to read and just follow it like it's supposed to be. This is what he's saying here. Go ahead, brother.
He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son.
That's it. We're going to be with the Father and the Son in the kingdom, and we all going to be brethren. I hope everybody understands how important this 8th day is. Very important. Very important. To read verse 10, let me show y'all again that this ain't in heaven. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God.
This coming out of heaven. It ain't you going up there, coming to you on this earth. On this earth. So I hope y'all got some understanding about the 8th day feast. All the stuff that we talked about is leading up to the 8th day. We know very little about the 8th day because God said, eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard what I got prepared for you that wanted to make it to my kingdom. I thank you for your time. If you got any offering, you can bring it up. The 8th day.